Hello guys, welcome back to our channel BioLab, and this is VAMSI here at BioLab. So in today's video we will be discussing a important lecture. From today it is important. Lecture of locomotion is important from today. We have to study the lectures from today. 1 minute guys, hope volume is not clear to you. 1 minute. Yes, now it is okay, I hope. Yeah, from today the lectures are going to be very important, and I'm really sorry for not doing video since I have some technical issue with me. I don't know what was the technical issue. Even when I was recording the videos, the voice wasn't audible to you. Yes, yeah, keeping all that aside, everything cleared. Now we are good to move. So in today's lecture we will be discussing about, so don't worry, in today's lecture I am not going to be writing anything since I have kept everything written already, since there won't be any time waste for us. Yes, in today's lecture we will be discussing about muscles and introduction to muscles and classification of muscles based on the location. Okay, let's start. The first basic point you have to note down is that muscles are mesodermal in origin. They are derived from mesoderm. What is mesoderm? We have three types of layers: endoderm, mesoderm, and ectoderm, from which the body parts are derived. From from these three separate layers, the body parts are derived. So muscles are derived from mesoderm, which is the middle one. They are present at the embryonic stage. Now there are muscles, different types of muscles. We have muscles based on function, we have muscles based on location, we have muscles based on shape, we have muscles based on appearance, etc. But in NCERT our concern is only with muscles based on location. Classification of muscles based on location is only our concern in today's lecture and also in the NCERT. So there are three types of muscles based on the location where they are present. The first one is skeletal muscles, second one is visceral, and third one is cardiac. Now if you observe carefully these words, these names of muscles, they will only give you the meaning where they are present. They will only give you the location where they are present. So you can see here I'm presenting you a table format in which you know you can see different muscles classified based on some variations and differences, and similarities also are there. Yes, skeletal muscles, visceral muscles, cardiac muscles. Skeletal muscles are found attached to our skeleton. They mainly help in the function of locomotion and motion of our body. Yes, we move due to the contraction and relaxation of skeletal muscles. We are able to move due to the contraction and relaxation of skeletal muscles. Okay, now visceral muscles, they are present in the visceral organs like esophagus, stomach, etc. We all know, see, the word itself gives you visceral organs, skeletal, skeleton, cardiac, myocardium of the heart, they are present. Due to these cardiac muscles doing rhythmic contraction and relaxation, we are alive today. So without them we are not there. Now these cardiac muscles are very simple to remember their features. It is a mixture of visceral muscles as well as these skeletal muscles. Cardiac muscles are a mixture of skeletal muscles as well as the visceral muscles. You will be seeing the features are mixing to each other. Yes, now let's move on to the second point which we have to discuss. These skeletal muscles are unbranched cylindrical structures. They are unbranched cylindrical structures, whereas coming to, yeah, they are in the form of cylinders. Cylindrical form, I will be showing you the diagram, then you will be understanding each and every feature very very detailed manner. Yes, the coming to visceral muscles, they are also unbranched, and one of the thing which is different from the skeletal muscles is spindle structures. They are spindle shaped. Yes, assume the eye of your shape as spindle. Eye of our shape is also a spindle shape. Okay, those are the differences between visceral and skeletal. Now coming to cardiac, Unlike skeletal and visceral, they are branched muscles, they are branched structures, and they are cylindrical like these skeletal muscles. Now you can see the mixing. Now here we have the characteristic feature of these skeletal muscles, that is the shape, cylindrical in shape. Now coming to the nucleus, number of nuclei, they are multinucleated skeletal muscles. Visceral muscles and cardiac muscles are mononucleated. As you can see here, the mixture or the feature of mononucleated or uninucleated, presence of one nucleus is mixing. Visceral and cardiac have having similarities in having a single nucleus. Okay, now coming to the third point, they have light and dark bands, which the skeletal muscles, they have light and dark bands, which we'll be seeing a little later when I show you the diagram. Yes, they have light and dark bands, so that is why they are called as striped or striated muscles. Remember this, as they have light and dark bands, they are called as striped or striated muscles. Now coming to these visceral muscles, 1 minute guys. Yes. Now coming to these visceral muscles, these visceral muscles do not have light and dark bands, so that is why they are called as non-striped or non-striated muscles. Now cardiac muscles, here they have a feature of skeletal muscles, so light and dark bands are present, so they are called as striped muscles or striated muscles. As they are cardiac muscles, they have one thing in extra called as intercalated discs, which are the combination of junctions, cell junctions. Combination of cell junctions are called as intercalated discs, which are present in the cardiac muscles, and they help in faster transport of potentials or electric signals from the pacemaker to the remaining muscles of the heart, myocardium. Now whereas coming to the voluntary or involuntary in nature, these skeletal muscles are voluntary in nature, means they move with our will and wish. Skeletal muscles move with our will and wish. So these skeletal muscles move with our will and wish. So that is why they are called as voluntary muscles. They are termed as voluntary muscles. What do you mean by voluntary? Yes, yeah. Let me give you an example here. While testing the vaccination or COVID vaccination, of course you have already seen the COVID vaccination testing. So what do they do? What do they say? Any volunteers can come up that we will be testing our vaccines. So like that only, with our will and wish, we will go and get that first vaccination. So like that, with our will and wish, these muscles tend to move. See, if I want to move my hand only, these skeletal muscles contract in order to move my hand. If I don't want, I do not have the will, I do not have the wish to move, they will not move. They will be in relaxed position. So, but whereas coming to visceral muscles and cardiac muscles, they are involuntary. Let me tell you a small joke. If these cardiac muscles were voluntary, we can regulate our heartbeat. Yeah, if they are voluntary, we can regulate our heartbeat. If they do not have intercalated discs, we are finished. We will not have heartbeat. Our heart cannot beat fast in order to generate more potentials, action potentials. So in order to transform potentials very fast, so that would not be probably happening with us. Now whereas coming to these visceral muscles, they are under control of autonomous nervous system. Yes, here I would like to say you something, an interesting point. We have two types of nervous system. One is autonomous nervous system and another one is synchronous nervous system. And this autonomous nervous system, as its name suggests, it sees the activities generally of which are automatically used to be done in the body. Okay, autonomous nervous system. But whereas these skeletal muscles, they receive signals and impulses from CNS, central nervous system. Okay, yeah, we will be discussing when we are discussing muscle contraction, and there we will be discussing about it. But whereas these cardiac muscles, they are not in the control of any nervous system, they generate their own action potentials. The SA node is a pacemaker. We will be studying in body fluids and circulation chapter about the SA node and pacemaker, etc. Now let's move on to the next thing. Yes, so that is it with these classification of muscles. Now I'm going to show you the diagrams of these muscles, which I have already done for you in order to save your time. Now let's understand the points which we have studied using with the help of these diagrams. So I have drawn three diagrams representing three types of muscles. See, skeletal muscles, smooth muscles, or smooth or visceral muscles. Why they are were called as smooth, I'll be telling you. These are cardiac muscles. Okay, now let's move on to the skeletal muscles. As I said you, the first function was they are cylindrically shaped. Yes, you can see there they are cylindrically shaped, unbranched, there are no branching. They have light and dark bands. Yes, they have these dark bands called as the A band. A means anisotropic band, that is dark band, and its function will come in muscle contraction. Next video we will be discussing more detail with these A and I bands. I band, it is also called as isotropic band or light band. Okay, light band. Yes, you can see many nucleus multinucleated. Let me zoom a little bit. See, these are many nucleus present in the sarcoplasm. Yes, cytoplasm of the muscle cell or muscle fiber is called as sarcoplasm, and the plasma membrane is called as sarcoplasmic membrane, and endoplasmic reticulum is called as sarcoplasmic reticulum, which helps in the storage of calcium ions, which are very important in the muscle contraction. There I will be telling you their importance. So that is the diagrammatic view of these skeletal muscles. Now coming to smooth muscles or visceral muscles, why they are called as smooth muscles or visceral muscles, let me tell you that they do not have any light and dark bands, they do not have any striations, they are smooth and plain on their surface. So that is why they are called as smooth muscles also. Now they are a shape. First of all, you see the shape, they are spindly shaped. I have already told you that it is a I shape. Assume I shape. They assume I shape. Now they have only one nucleus in the center. You can see uninucleated. So no light and dark bands. They are present in the visceral organs like esophagus and stomach, mainly in the digestive tract. Now coming to cardiac muscles, these are the muscles which are responsible for our survival. They are cylindrical structures, you can see cylinders. They are branched structures, you can see lateral branches arising from the single cardiac muscle fiber. They have intercalated discs which help in faster transport, and they contain these cell junctions which help in faster transmission of the active potentials generated by the pacemaker. They have uninucleus, only one nucleated. They have striations, dark bands and light bands. So that is it for this video, and it is an introductory video, so it is a little small on muscles. In the next video we will be discussing about the muscle structure and muscle contraction also. Muscle contraction will be starting, and we will be discussing more on muscle structure. Yes, so this is Vamsi signing off from BioLab. Hope you like the video. If you like it, please hit that like button, and also subscribe to our channel BioLab. And this is Vamsi signing off from BioLab. Have a great day further.